Welcome back to the shop. I'm Jeff from Today's Craftsman, and you may remember the red oak job that we looked at last episode. Doesn't look like it here, but we did make some significant progress on that. And actually I have a rendering that I could show you. So this is what we're building. So we saw these base cabinets last time with the countertops. And since then, I've actually cut all the parts for these uppers, and we prepped the material for the face frame. So we're moving along on that, but we have a new job that has come into the shop. And you can see back here, Jackie's starting to sort the parts. We have a large kitchen that we're building for a house down in Avon by the Sea, New Jersey. And I just picked up these parts yesterday from a CNC parts cutter up in Washington, New Jersey. So we have 35 sheets worth of material here. And what we're doing is sorting the parts out so that we can start to assemble them. So maybe if we can isolate one cabinet, we can show you sort of how these CNC blind dado cabinets go together. Believe it or not, you see we have these parts all over the shop. This entire kitchen, 35 sheets, was in the back of the van. So yesterday I went and I picked up just a 4x8 pallet that we forklifted into the back of the van. I drove it back, pulled it out with our forklift, and now they're ready to be assembled. So it saves us some time and definitely a lot of labor. We pulled out a cabinet here. So this is a walnut interior cabinet. The uppers are painted. So basically the perimeter is painted. We have a walnut island, and the top of the uppers have a glass door and a walnut interior. So this is one of those cabinets. It's basically 18 by 18. So I'll show you the parts and then how they go together. This is the bottom of the cabinet, and you can see everything is labeled. So like this is room 2, cabinet 28. And it gives me the dimensions, the part, what it is, the part number, and actually what sheet it came off of on the CNC. Not that that matters to us, but we have the bottom here. This is our right side. This is our left side, our back, and our top. So this is what's called blind dado. So they run these dados, and they run these tenons, and it's blind dado because you don't see it. So they stop short of the front here. So when you put it together, so we'll take our bottom, we can put it here into the side. And these will be flat finished before we assemble them for good, but put our bottom into our side. Let's see. Then we'll probably put this other side in. Flip that up. Have our top here. And you'll be using some glue and some clamps here. And you don't see the ends, so we will shoot some staples and some screws in there. We have our back. The back just slides in. We've got some pre-drilled holes here, and there's pre-drilled holes on the base cabinets as well for the side connections. And obviously we're not all tight and flush because we're not actually fastening this together right now, but you can see how quickly you can just put this cabinet together. We have holes drilled here for our hinge plates, holes drilled for the shelf pins. There's really not a quicker way to do it. These clients are on a very tight time schedule, so they want to be in, have the kitchen done by Memorial Day, which is basically a month from today. So this is the best option for us, is to have somebody else cut them, and then we're just going to put them together. That covers the construction of these blind dado cabinets, and we have some doors over there. We have talked about new doors before, and we are using them for the painted doors on this project, but the island is all walnut, and we got those doors from another supplier, so we can go take a closer look at those. Here are the doors. Have them on our Hayfla drying rack here, ready for finish. These are all prepped, and these are 5-piece walnut doors, and they have this step detail. So you can see mortise and tenon construction. This is a 3/8 inch veneer panel. And the way we'll be finishing these is, stealing one out of John's book, we're going to do 2 coats of shellac, and then we're going to spray the Enduro Pro Series waterborne polyurethane on top. The reason we're doing that is that waterborne finish on hardwood, it really sort of makes the wood look dead. And we've tried it on walnut, just can't get away with it. So the idea is to hit it with some shellac. That'll bring out the grain, and then we can seal it with the waterborne finish. So we get these from a company called Meridian. When we're not doing painted doors, that's the company that we use for 5-piece wooden doors, and they're out in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. They've been doing it for a long time, and they make some really nice doors, and the lead times are pretty short. So that's a quick look at the newest job that's coming through the shop, and we will revisit this job and show you the progress. We'll get some shots of the installation and you know, things as they progress. And we will continue to show you guys the 20-foot red oak wall unit, so stay tuned for that. If you have any questions about what we're doing or any of the tools or techniques that we're using, be sure to ask us down in the comments, and we'll see you next week. And we're back again. That was a fast week, huh? No, John was in the neighborhood. This is just a little over 24 hours later, and we made a lot of progress, so we wanted to update you guys for this video. We could talk a little bit about the finish, because that's sort of what we were talking about at the end of yesterday. So here I made a sample. You could probably see these 2 areas are different. So this side has 1 coat of the shellac and 1 coat of the Pro Series polyurethane. And this side just has 1 coat of the Pro Series polyurethane. So you can definitely see a difference. This, pretty lifeless looking, and this is looking, you know, nice and rich, slightly darker, but not much. You know, this is what you sort of expect out of walnut. This has almost like a bleached look to me with that waterborne finish. So I could show you the cabinets. So about 2/3, halfway through assembling. I think I have 15 cabinets together now. Jackie worked on these for a half a day yesterday, and I've been working on them on and off today. So we have some base cabinets here with the walnut edge banding. These are for the island. This is like a microwave cabinet, have a drawer beneath. This is a 3-drawer base. And then we have our white cabinets here, white edge banding. These will get the painted doors, and those are on the perimeter. Sink base cabinet here, big farmhouse sink will sit on top of that. So yeah, it moves fast when you have things CNC cut, which is nice, and it allows us to put out a big job much more quickly for the client. They have a tight timeline on this, so it was a good option for us. Again, if you have any questions, leave them down below, and we'll see you next week.